sometimes it's interesting, especially when going to regular life social events, family parties, for instance, where you have to explain what, quote, nerfing is. Nerf is the name of a toy brand that you can go to any Walmart or Target and just go out and buy.
They just shoot these little foam pieces of plastic, and it's supposed to be safe for everyone.
It comes in all different shapes and sizes. Each blaster has benefits and weaknesses. You just have to know what is your strength.
The NIC pretty much stands for the Nerf Internet Community. Everybody usually talks on Reddit, Facebook, stuff like that. The most I could say is it's the best way to gather Nerfers.
The Nerf Internet Community at large, I'm known as a bard. There's this expectation where I'm supposed to get people rallied up and get them excited and wanting to be there. I am typically the one that's known for bringing the speakers, for bringing the hype, for establishing this confidence in, having people want to be there and getting excited for Nerf.
Guess who's going to Valhalla? Here's that we're in 3 seats. We have 2 that have departed. How do you feel?
Amazing. I feel okay. I got 37 kills.
Guess who's ready to die again? Woo! Yes! Yes!
One popular game that I've seen in the Nerf community is 3x15.
Yes.
I don't know if it was explained. Did everyone hear 3:15 rules?
Yeah, I understand that.
Yep. Okay.
3 lives, 15-second respawn.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just whenever you're hit, go away from action. Keep your hand up.
You get separated into 2 teams and you basically try to shoot people. Whoever gets shot a 4th time, they're out.
HVZ is basically a type of Nerf event where it's a glorified game of tag, but with Nerf guns. Everybody starts out as a human member, which if you're human, you get to carry around Nerf guns. You'll have a set environment and you basically have to survive a period of time through the apocalypse and try not to get tagged by the zombie team. Another way in seeing it is it's the Walking Dead but with Nerf guns. If you have a Nerf blaster on the human side and you see a zombie running for your face, you get to shoot a dart at them and they become stunned. Your primary objective is to be the last human standing, because as the game progresses and more people get tagged, it gets much more difficult and much more intense. So, End War. End War, otherwise known as HVZ End War, it's basically your standard humans versus zombies game, but it invites people from all over the world. It invites members from Sweden, Australia, Canada, various different parts of the world to converge together towards one central campus in the United States, and it's a 3-day humans versus zombies event. What makes it really special is people that you normally wouldn't be able to see throughout the year, they're all fighting side by side with you in trying to survive the apocalypse. So it really is a pretty special event to go to. If you're able to make the trip out there, it's really your Nerf nerd rendezvous.
Watch the needles, Aiden. Watch the needles. Let's go! Humans!
It shows such a wide demographic, but the thing that's really cool of the community at large is that you have people as young as 7-year-olds, and then you'll get people as old as 50-year-olds, families, parents, fathers playing with their sons. So as a range, you can get pretty much anyone to come out and play. Some you're going to get more of a bigger demographic than others. The demographic is pretty large, and I think that's really cool because you get all different kinds of experiences and perspectives. And you're not just getting, for example, when for corporate companies, when they advertise Nerf, they advertise it for young boys.
Nerf. For every mission, there's a Nerf blaster. The customizable Recon CS6 with tactical rail system, flip-up sights, and light beam targeting. It's Nerf or nothing. Recon CS6 Nerf.
As of this year, I've also been known for my leadership role in establishing Women of Nerf. Women of Nerf is a group that was started in July 2017. We started as a Facebook group, just a couple of friends.
And now that handful of women is now growing into a bigger, better community because of Women of Nerf.
I created the group. I was the founder of the organization, and within the 2 weeks of having it, the group went from 20 members to about 90. So it was really exciting, and now we have members all over the world, reaching as far as Australia.
There are several places where Nerf is more concentrated. Singapore is a big one, more of a paintball style, high power, high speed. America, of course, is one of the bigger consumers of Nerf, and thus we have a much bigger diversity of players. We also have people from the UK who love to use flywheels and springers alike.
Who's he? Blue, let's get in the corridor.
But we also have people who make products in Germany, China are the two most prominent areas. Flywheels are basically two wheels that spring forward a dart once when they're in between them. Springers are Nerf blasters that use springs and just air propulsion straight through.
The term modding itself is basically someone who does modifications over a Nerf gun.
You name it. Aluminum, PVC piping, wheels, springers.
Usually the average for Nerf blasters are 70 feet. For most people this is too low, there's no range, and it gives a good excuse for people to actually use hardware to make it stronger. Other than just range and power for Nerf blasters, the biggest thing that modding can provide is comfort, capability, capacity. Modding is usually often used to make a blaster your blaster. Things that are often frowned upon on the NIC are dark colored blasters making it look too realistic. They can be confused for real guns.
Hasbro established very prominent bright colors on all of their blasters that they send out. It's basically orange, yellow, very bright colors to indicate that this is not a weapon, this is something for fun. It is strictly a toy.
Gun violence is pretty prevalent being referred to Nerf. I'm not sure if you've been paying attention, but I never actually said Nerf gun until now. We usually try to steer ourselves away from any type of reference to the gun culture in general. The way we generally say is we're playing with toys. That's it.
It's not so much in trying to avoid concerns of gun violence, it's you're gonna face it. Like, that's a very prominent ethical, concern that many Nerfers come to face. And a response to that is just saying, hey, this is a toy. Everybody who comes in doing this specific hobby has to understand that you have that responsibility in educating people that in no way do we condone gun violence.
I think the number one thing that comes to mind that makes Nerf so special is the fact that you could be yourself. This is the most inclusive community that I've been a part of.
It's completely worth it for the friendships that you make and the experiences that you come to face when amongst friends and strangers, and just being an advocate for this community, because at least for me, it's been such a huge part of my life. It's only been a couple years, but it's changed me for the better.
My favorite part of Nerf is honestly the bond that a lot of players have with one another. It's generally hard for me to bond with someone, and just the people I've met here, they're super nice, super welcoming, and put in such a high stress situation, simulated stress situation, of course. They had my back, they covered me, they showed the real type of person that they are in action, and the friends you can get here mean the world.